Hello, y'all. It's 10:46 p.m. So this is the dress. One of the two dresses that I got. So excuse me. Oh. So I got almost. I got very little sleep last night, but I'm surprised that during the day today, I'm surprised that I didn't feel the sleep deprived feeling. So so I just got out of the shower. I took another shower tonight, and I brushed my teeth earlier. So I think that the Yerba Prima Great Plains bentonite clay. I think so far it seems more effective when I brush my teeth. It seems more effective and more powerful than the fossil power stuff that I bought. The fossil power clay. I've tried it wet and I tried it dry powder, and it takes longer for the inflammation and swelling from the abscess or whatever to go down. But it seems like when I brush my teeth with the Great Plains bentonite clay, then the Yerba Prima Great Plains, excuse me, it seems like within, whether I floss or not, within 30 minutes, all the inflammation and swelling will go down. But when I brushed my teeth this afternoon with the fossil power, I had it hydrated with the water, and so when I brushed my teeth, and a nice bit of mucus had came up, so that lets me know that it works too, But and I drank some of the water today, and then you know I guess my body had a detoxing effect. But even before I took it, though, those bastards force urinated me like 2 or 3 times. So now I'm starting to get like so sleepy that I can't even think properly. So one of my subscribers had not long ago commented 1 or 2 comments on my videos, and then when I try to click on his comment to respond, the his comment was gone. But I don't know if first thing I thought that he got mad and blocked me, but I don't know. I don't know. I interpreted that it seemed like he sounded a little frustrated in his comment, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe I read him the wrong way, but YouTube is always censoring his comments. So, but if he didn't get mad and block me, I don't know if he got offended by anything I said in the video, or maybe he didn't get mad at all, and it was just those perp troll bastards who deleted the comments. So see how they manipulate targeted individuals to argue, fuss, and fight, and they have like miscommunication. And I didn't want to be worried all night if he was mad at me, or lose sleep wondering if this person got mad at me, or don't like me no more, or whatever. So excuse me. So I guess I'll try to be under the impression that the perps must have deleted his comments. So well, I don't have another number to forward on my phone or anything, and thankfully the perps don't have, well, I mean, the perps that was harassing me on my other phone number, I don't think they have this phone number. But I only have one phone number currently, and I don't have any numbers to forward to. I'm not even advanced at all about call forwarding. I don't even know how to do that. Even on a cell phone, I don't know how to do call forwarding. But so I recently learned a couple of years ago about how to do three-way on a smartphone, or like, I guess they would call it a conference call, with more than like three or more people on a same phone call together, But all the technical stuff I never really knew, But I hated it when gang stalkers would call me from a private number, or block their number and then call me and then harass me. So yeah, I don't have a call forwarding or whatever on my phone. So but so I basically got harassed from the time that I basically got harassed from the time that I stepped out the front door to go to the job interview, up until, I'm talking about in person, up until even till now. So I'm about to turn the light off. My left elbow had been hurting for the past couple of weeks, ever since staying here for some reason. I'm too tired to talk, but I know if I went, hold on, let me turn off the air too. I'm too tired to talk, but I know that um I'm too tired to talk, but I know that if um if I were to try to go to bed without doing the video, then my anxiety will be high and I'll be worried all night. So I guess if whenever if I do a video before bed, excuse me, and just like an open diary, it helps relieve my anxieties and worries throughout the night because I've been talked out my feelings, you know, and or what I'm going through. So the gang stalked the fuck out of me at Starbucks. Now, I showed y'all the fake innocent looking perp. I think she had a white Mercedes SUV and strange headlights. And then afterwards, I went to order like a breakfast burrito and one of those healthy cold pressed juices. I haven't had much fruit, you know. And then, I tried one of the donuts, because before when I had the breakfast burrito, for some reason it didn't fill me up. So so I got the burrito and the donut, and the and I got the burrito and the donut and the healthy juice. It was tasted so good. But so at the Starbucks, they had one of the workers, after I got my food and settled down, and then I asked for more water after I finished the first cup of water. And excuse me, and then one of the workers, I didn't understand what she was trying to do, but she looked like she was trying to give me water out of a dirty cup. But then when I tried to give her my cup to refill, she said, she couldn't do that. That she had to get me a brand new cup. So as I was trying to order the water, this other female comes from behind the counter with a sandwich, like a deli sandwich, a sandwich in her hand, and pretended to be a customer standing right behind me. And just deliberately and on purpose, it was a white female. The most I was able to get was a picture of her. And then they had the father and son with the both dressed alike, perping with black. It's not the child's fault because he's a little boy, but the dad, training his son to perp and be satanic, came just in time with those perp colors. So the female, what she did was randomly stood behind me and then started deliberately tapping the sandwich against her thighs, pretending to be she was standing right behind me and all up on me. And she pretended to stand right behind me and started deliberately and on purpose tapping the sandwich against her thighs. And the moment I told her to stop doing that, she ignorantly laughed. And so I call her a gang stalker to her face. I call her a perp to her face. And she ignored me and made it like as if it didn't faze her, but then she started to laugh more. And that triggered me enough to want to hit her. And it's like, just for what? For what reason? Like, right before like, you're trying to provoke me to violence and anger and to explode and go off shortly before I got a job interview. I mean, that was totally unnecessary. But I knew she was in the wrong, but everybody else was falsely glorifying her as right. I mean, I'm not bothering you. And then after she laughed and did all her antics or whatever, then she went back behind the counter and continued with her work or her job or whatever. Now, like, this bitch should have got fired. And it didn't even cross my mind to think to contact the manager on duty or anything, but they probably wouldn't have done anything. They probably wouldn't have fired her or anything like that, or they probably felt like, oh, what she did was harmless. No, it was. I know what she was doing, and they've been doing. And like when I my very first day here, and also the second time when I went to the front office, they would have perps that would deliberately tap objects onto the counter, and then they get smart ass or smirk or get an attitude or play sight games and ignorantly laugh when I tell them stop doing that. And then, you know, but it's okay for that satanic devil worshiping tranny to get mad at me. I told you to stop spraying rubbing alcohol. But he was just mad over a tip. But it never bothered him before, and he never said anything. But he was just looking for something to pick with me. But I have to obey you, and you way younger than me. Young enough to be my child. So, but when abusive narcissistic gang stalkers try to forcefully order me to stop doing this, stop doing that, I have to obey their orders. Or I'm always being told what to do or what I can't do and what I can do. But everybody else is free to do whatever they want. And if I tell somebody, stop clicking your pen, stop doing this, stop doing that, they'll look at me like I'm really crazy and then laugh and do it more on purpose. And then other narcs, they do victim blaming and then try to say that they had every right to do that to me. Oh, because you sat there and let them do that to you. Obviously not if I told them to stop. So, excuse me. So, I'm pretty sure the gang stalking network, they all know about, they probably know more than I do about my hypersensitive disability. So they trigger and provoke that and my Tourette's, to try to harass and fuck with me for no reason. Unprovoked. Excuse me. So, then I went to the job interview. And then I went to I'm pretty sure the perps already fucking know, but I went to Golden Corral to eat lunch, and the people kept using those colors, black, blue, and red, sitting near me, and kept on giving me mean looks, like the hate, anger look, like as if I'm forbidden to look. But out of all the whole restaurant, you come sitting 2 tables away from me or come sit near me and then giving me mean looks for no reason. I was like, go sit somewhere else then. I was here first. And then when I went to try to get some of the ice cream, it was just one scoop. Um, the sick, perverted, old ass white man acting like when I was trying to get ice cream, he acted like he was trying to get some too, and it wasn't self serve, and we had to get it served, and it's like, wow, the only flavor that I liked was the doggone cookies and cream, but um I've been suffering depression because of the bullying, the online gang stalking, and what they did to me, trashed me about my ebook and stuff. So, I'm freaking depressed. When I started to heal and think I could feel better, now they got me feeling depressed and upset and full of anxiety and fucked up my mental health all over again. Y'all did this. So, but the man, he was trying to do frauderism, acting like he was trying to be very subtle with trying to roll on my ass and everything. And I'm like, well, I'm nearly bald, and people would mistake me for a dude because of my hair, even though I'm a heterosexual woman. But I have on a dress, and it's like this man, trying to be perverted and be all up on me on purpose. And again, I guess maybe my sleep deprivation, but it didn't cross my mind to report or say anything. But the managers and stuff, they won't do much of nothing anyway. So on the way going to Golden Corral, I took the local bus over there, and the little bus driver, I mean the big guy but little bus, little bus but big guy, he got smart ass and got an attitude with me when I was trying to ask about what time I should expect um the bus to come back. And I was trying to say what time, and I didn't say the frequency every 30 minutes. I said specifically what time. And and it's like, when how when you ask a narcissistic abuser a question and they answer you, and then you ask a different question and they give you the same answer, but with an attitude, and falsely accuse you of asking the same question over and over again, and which you in fact ask a totally different question from the first question. So so he got like really nasty with me, you know, and I'm like, wow, the way you answered me, I could tell just that one response, you're a narcissistic abuser. So, you know, I got frustrated at the other transportation for taking so long. And I don't know if that was just by random chance or if it was part of the gang stalking. But I'll be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt and want to say, well, it might have been just a random chance, and maybe not the gang stalking. So when I got over here back home, you know, I told him about excuse me, about not being able to get inside the house, and they were nice and respectful at the front desk, and they promptly fixed, replaced the batteries and got my door working back again. And so one of the neighbors, um I thought she was a perp, but then again she seemed like very nice, but then again I wasn't sure, because it's like whenever I go, it's like when you deal with when I had to deal with this with the Kraft family, if they always, sitting on a porch being nosy, stalking and spying on people. So um the lady is like, when I got home, she was not sitting outside. But then I after they fixed the door, and then I went outside for a quick bit, and she was sitting out there. And so then I don't remember if she called me over or if I voluntarily walked over there. Whatever, we started chit chatting or whatever, and then she casually confronted me mid conversation. She was all nice and everything, but then casually confronted me mid conversation about, you know, the altercation when I first moved in here, the first night. And I told her about her son's, loud truck or whatever. And when she asked me, but, and I told her about my hypersensitive ears. And so she said, well, it's a good thing that he doesn't stay that long or whatever. But but then so I don't know, it's like she threw up devil horn hand signs, but it looked like a mixture between overt and subtle, and I couldn't tell. It was like, it looked like she was throwing up devil horns a couple of times, and I don't know if she was. It seemed like she was too overt to be subtle and too subtle to be overt, which had me feeling gaslit. And then she was talking basically about how she loved the Lord with all her heart, mind, and soul, whatever. Talk about her love for God and love for Jesus Christ. And it's like, well, I know for a fact that her son and his wife, they're definitely perps. But I really believe she's a fake nice perp, but I believe she's a perp too, but try to use God in the Bible or whatever, I guess, try to throw me off, you know. But, then again, I went back to my house feeling bad because I was wondering, if I took her the wrong way and thought she was a perp and she's not a perp, then I'm deeply sorry. But then again, I don't know if she tried to use Christianity and the Bible to gaslight and throw me off and manipulate me into letting her into my space. But I'm still scared to get close to anybody, She even invited me to a nearby church, and, but the other lady, I don't know. Now I'm kind of like unclear and confused now, but they got perps that lie and say that they love Jesus. Well, and it's like, how could you be a loving Christian and you don't know that, if you don't know that your son is a satanic worldly perp, your son and his wife are satanic worldly perps. So then I went back inside and I did some like trying to organize and straighten up and clean up a little bit in here, and then I took out the trash, and I'll be taking out the trash almost every day. Almost every day I'll be having to take out the trash. Excuse me. So so it's like, then at some point I heard very loud music, and the instant I opened my door, I haven't seen I haven't seen that son and his wife. I have not seen them. The last time I saw them was the day that I moved in here, and I had that altercation with the so-called wife, the son's wife. So I mean, it's like you got that loud, big ass truck, and it's like I had been, just come in town. One of the last things I want to hear is like an idling loud truck that y'all being just fucking inconsiderate. I'm like days of sleep deprived. Just came in town from the Greyhound, being on the bus for like 2 or 3 days, and got really no sleep. Cranky, irritable, and dealing with being gang stalked all the way. And I'm just like fucking tired. Very tired. So, you know, it was torture for them to just have that loud truck idling. And I knew they were perps. I knew they were perps. So, I mean, I just got here. It's like some funny shit going on, like already. Like every neighbor nearby is a fucking perp. Whether they try to cover it up with being pretending to be fake nice, or try to cover it up with pretending to love Jesus. I see y'all. Somebody gave me the advice. Watch how they move. Watch how these people move, and you'll see. It'll be revealed that if they be perps or not. Moving funny, moving weird, move when you move, and pretend to be fake nice and try to be fake inquisitive and just want to be nosy and get all in your business. So I mean, as I said, this town is way too small for me to be gang stalked just as bad as when I was in Cincinnati. It's like I cannot believe this shit that everybody in this tiny, small ass town, almost everybody in this small town is a perp. So, um, excuse me. So I was in the middle of sorting out old receipts from when I was on the streets, and making sure that no important stuff was written on them. So then I um took old receipts and was sorting them out and throwing them away, and gathering trash to throw out. And I just got so frustrated that who the fuck is blasting so music so loud that it's like feels and sounds like thunder. So it seemed like it was a red truck. I mean, whoever had blaring loud music, and it'd be like about 7:30 every evening. So I got frustrated, and I walked outside angrily, like wondering, like, who is this, doing this? That didn't even grab my phone, but it was a red truck that precisely passed by. And immediately after the red truck passed by, that son and the neighbor's son and the daughter-in-law were pulling out. So, and with that loud white truck. So I don't know who was it, the couple, like the father, I'm sorry, the son and daughter-in-law that were visiting their mom, or was that red truck that had the loud thunder blasting loud music passing by, just being obnoxious and fucking atrocious. And it's like I never get a break. They do this at 7:30, like every evening, 7 days a week. Whoever this motherfucker is. But you know what? I really think that that's the perp in a red truck that he's across the street on the other side. I saw him before, so that might be that same loud red truck. But then that son and daughter-in-law, the instant I walk outside, they're backing out and leaving their mom's house. Like the instant I step outside and see, who the fuck is this with this loud music? So I'm like, yeah. I mean, y'all trying to hide behind Jesus and pretend to be fake nice or pretend to be Christian, and I mean, trying to gaslight and throw you off. I mean, I've been gang stalked in different churches. Like, people will gang stalk and perp in church. And some people who may not call it gang stalking, they would just say that this person and that person, that there are just witches on assignment. Or people will say gang stalking is witchcraft. They'll say that narcissistic abuse is witchcraft. Narcissistic abuse is gang stalking. So narcissistic abuse, gang stalking, and witchcraft, they're all the same thing. Trying to control other people. So, so, I had the leftover mush, the crock pot mush pasta meal. I didn't mean for it to be mushy. I meant for it to be just a spiral. But I didn't know it was gonna turn to what seemed like what seemed like the consistency of when you have chicken and dumplings. But I ate some of that this evening for dinner. And I was trying to watch a few YouTube videos and TikTok videos, but I couldn't because the outside noise was too loud and frustrating. So, but anyway, I'm sitting here feeling kind of heartburn. So I guess tomorrow for breakfast, I do have some eggs, but I need to try to read up on if it's possible or how to boil eggs in a crock pot. And I haven't used my toaster oven in a few days, since I had the banana nut brownie loaf. But I guess I'll have some more farina tomorrow, and then have some of that mush pasta and beef and zucchini and squash. I guess I'll have that later on, but I don't know. Since I've been sleep deprived, I don't know if I should, just rest tomorrow or if I should go and, get errands run. And, I had some online harassment, and that, when the whole gang stalking network, it seemed like as if the rude, harassing, abusive comments on Amazon, in which they have wrong information, you know, shunning me trying to help people, and so they don't really know about natural health, and they're ignorant and pretending to think they know it all. And then it's like it caused me anxiety when I saw that they said, "Oh, 5 people found this helpful." Well, I'm trying to report that and get it taken down, and then like Amazon keeps ignoring and won't. I mean, Amazon allows their abusive, troll, harassing comments to stay up, but they wrongfully blocked my COVID-19 ebook though, and it was there for over a month. And Starbreaker just falsely reporting every book that I had. I'm like, you dead serious? So I felt bad all day long. But I know myself better than they do, because there's some online peeping Tom perverted sex trafficking strangers who I would never meet in person. But I know how to cook beans and rice. But but they it's like they but they just want to be malicious with the bad reviews, and that fake Teresa perp falsely talking about that she doesn't even know how to cook beans and rice. Well, I do know how to cook, very well know how to cook beans and rice. But, I had been on the streets for quite a few years. And as I said, people with narcissistic personalities, they don't allow you to make mistakes. They don't allow you to correct your mistakes or grow and learn from your mistakes. And they just want to keep the false illusion that you're nothing but a failure because you didn't succeed the first time. Um, so I even told people don't be hard on me, and they brutally attacked me and had me feeling highly discouraged. And they're basically narcissistic and abusive enough that they wanted me to learn my lesson to never publish an ebook ever again. But y'all just stalker bullies who, jealous. Excuse me. So I have a right to publish and write ebooks if I want. If you got a complaint, but you still keep stalking everything because you're getting paid and you're a sex trafficking criminal. And Starbreaker has multiple personalities as well. Just like the fake Darnell Williams perp, Starbreaker has multiple personalities. I mean, they dogged me out really bad with my ebook. And it's like, and I think that was that fake Aquarium Doris perp that came with another fake account. Excuse me, and said something about Starbreaker was right, and then said some other smart ass rude stuff, and then threw up the devil horns, like the devil horns emoji. And so I blocked her, So they want me to feel discouraged and feel down and everything. I mean, that was my first time, and I don't have that much experience with crock pot cooking. But I guarantee you, if it was on a stove, it would have, the outcome would have been different. But I know how to cook. But I mean, as I said, it just doesn't make sense for you to hate everything I do, yet stalk everything I do, and try to control everything I do. That's witchcraft and narcissistic abuse and gang stalking. And y'all going to hell for that. I mean, it's funny until you burn. And I try to also earlier I tried to buy some local raw honey, and the man almost lost a sale because they had this lady. I think she had to have been a perp because they saw me walk up trying to buy some honey, and the more I stood there, the lady kept on talking more on purpose. I was about to get frustrated and leave. And I'm like, okay, well, you lost a potential customer here. I was trying to buy some raw, local, natural, more, raw, local, natural honey. you know, I'm like, lady, you're so inconsiderate. Like, when you gonna shut the fuck up? So, I almost turned around and left. Excuse me. So I mean, it's a miracle I still have some food left. Just surviving day to day. I mean, if it weren't for the job interview, I mean, I wouldn't have had to eat out. Because with the bus schedule, I had the earliest. I mean, I couldn't get a 9 o'clock appointment for the transportation, so I had to get 7. So I just killed time. Eating breakfast, and then eating breakfast and charging my phone, and then after that, um, go to a job interview. Excuse me, and it seemed like it's hard to get around with no car and super limited transportation. So I can't even get into the big city, Victoria. I can't even get over there on weekends unless I would have to pay like $40 one way or $80 round trip on Saturday and Sunday. But they only, go Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's like extremely limited if I try to get a job. So that's why a few days ago I did a quick video trying to see about if I can get help with the fundraiser um, to get a car so that can help me get around more. And have better, I can get around more but better with transportation, and also have more job opportunities. But if not, then I'll just stay locked up in here all day. But the perps that keep sabotaging me, um if they'll say Candy's lazy and don't want to work, and all she do is lay on her back and beg for money and pity prostitute. But then if I try to do something productive, try to better myself, they sabotage and stop it. If I get a job, they say that they lie and say Candy's lazy and don't want to work, or she, you know, but it's like if they lie and say, well, Candy wants to be homeless or she likes living like this, it's not that. It's y'all want me living like this. Y'all want me homeless. Y'all want me jobless and unemployed. I know y'all tactics of what y'all do to us targeted individuals. Excuse me. So I don't know if I'll end up getting tired of Farina, but I love it though, and I haven't like being homeless on the streets. I don't get to have Farina that much, and I can have as much Farina as I want, as much grits as I want. Oh, I think I still got some oatmeal left over. So I can have as much grits as I want, as much farina as I want, as much oatmeal as I want, and as much cereal as I want, as much whatever that I want. I can control my portions here at home at this place, So if the fake Donnell Williams purpose bragging about how next month I'm gonna be on the streets, um, well, if that was any sign for me to be on the streets, I thought there would have been some tension, or the front office people would probably have treated me a certain way. But that wasn't the case. Everything was nice, normal and went smooth. So I'm like, why the hell are you trying to terrorize and instill fear and falsely say that, that you're going to make sure I'm homeless by next week? And this is the same perp troll that won't show his face or a real name. And he creates fake new accounts to harass me. And he has the desire to try to sex traffic me. And and he will continue to be unsuccessful. So I don't think Starbricker has any interest in trying to get me to sell out, but her agenda is to think that she can try to drive me to attempt suicide. That's her goal, to try to get me to commit suicide, and she's been unsuccessful. But they strip you of everything and want you to feel hopeless. But they're the ones who need to be prosecuted. They're the ones who need the lawsuits for slander, libel, and defamation. I mean, when I started exposing her harassment, then she threatened to sue me for doxing. Well, I'm like, you shouldn't have made the harassing comment in the first place, but y'all dox and slander me out and call up. I mean, what y'all doing so many illegal crimes. But they get mad when when you show proof and receipts of their harassment. They get real mad. They get real mad. But they don't care that they are destroying my mental health. And it's senseless for them to do this. Like, I don't even know y'all. They're peeping toms. They're sex trafficking peeping toms. They're voyeurs. They're voyeurists. And Starbricker stole my phone number and was making fake harassing calls. She bragged about tracking my every move, but then try to blame it on Brian too. And as I said, like, you should tend to your own husband, your own family. And it's like they got so many things you're going to hell for. All y'all gang stalkers, y'all a criminal, satanic, illegal network. And y'all think that everything y'all do is right. First of all, if you're in that cult, the fake Mormon cult, what's the point of going to religious meetings and you hate somebody who doesn't even know you, unprovoked for no reason? When you stand before the real God, not the fake Mormon human being, when you stand before the true one and only God at Judgment Day, for how you were a busybody in other men's matters, gossip, slander, destroy lives, devise wickedly against your brother or against your neighbor, without a cause, how you just ruin innocent people's lives. I mean, so if you think you're smarter than everybody, or you brag about how you know the Bible better, what's the point of going to the fake Mormon religious services and you going to hell? I mean, anybody in any cult, y'all all wasting your time and going to hell. They got people that's going to church and they're wasting their time going to church and still going to hell. I say that if I die right now, to be honest with myself, I'm not good enough to deserve heaven. But none of us are. But y'all doing intentional, willful, unrepentant wickedness. And think that y'all can outdo God's plans. And think y'all got more power than God. Y'all think that trolling people and destroying lives is funny. Y'all are some straight up forget narcissistic abuser and sociopath. Y'all some straight up psychos. Because you gotta be a straight up psychopath to be obsessed. I mean, and it's like, if I'm supposed to be of no value or of no importance. But I mean, y'all sitting here taking notes on me like as if y'all delusionally believe y'all are God. I'm not going to hell listening to you. If you want to try to order me around and tell me what to do, and you don't have my best interests at heart, you don't want to see me do better, you just want to see me drop dead. All the hate and I'm going to say negativity that y'all spew out unprovoked for no doggone reason at all. So it's, as I said, it's just senseless. And then y'all are so desperate that you do stuff like try to pretend to make y'all fake online gang stalking army to be appear to be bigger than what it really is. If y'all hide behind multiple accounts, some of y'all got hundreds of accounts, fake throwaway accounts. And it's tiresome for me to just keep blocking you, blocking and blocking and blocking more and just blocking. And I'm, frustrated about all y'all activities and have had enough. So, that's how I know that y'all sold to the devil, because I'm sitting here warning y'all that by y'all criminal activities that you're doing, you may get away with it on this earth, but y'all going to hell. And the fact that y'all won't take heed to it or humble yourselves or change or be repentant and apologize and start being more respectful, that's how I know y'all gotta be satanic. So, I think I basically told, excuse me, y'all. I think I basically told everything that happened today that I could think of. And tomorrow, I don't know if I should just stay home and rest, or if I should just, go out and run errands. Like, excuse me, I started to try to mop the floor, but I felt like just So tired. But I took a shower and brushed my teeth. I always wash my hair every shower, just about, pretty much. But I'm still feeling down and depressed, and you know, but I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Try to go to bed, and it seemed like I'm starting to feel like kind of some mild heartburn right now and acid reflux. But um, but I'm gonna get better. But you know, yeah, I mean, I don't have that much I have very little crock pot cooking experience. But it's been a years, and I don't practice the fried chicken. But last I knew, I know how to fry chicken. So let me go for now, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.